Let's check out the job action trailer. And that will be the last thing we do today. Because honestly, Jesus, I got hit with the Diablo 4 expansion thumbnail on YouTube, and that thing is horrifying. That took all the wind out of my sails. Jesus. Woof. That's horrifying to look at. Let's see what we can see. Let's full screen this bad boy. And screen capture. I think it's fine if I'm over here. I don't think it matters, honestly. Does it? No, it's pretty open. There's something on the left here, but I think that's... No, it's nothing. I'll move over to the left because I'm usually over here. I feel more at home over here. There we go. Let's watch the job action trailer for Dawntrail. This is the last thing, I think, of the officially released stuff that I haven't seen yet. I do know about a few of the changes, and honestly, I don't think it's gonna matter because I saw the job action trailer for Endwalker, and I can't really tell many of the differences just by looking at the attacks. So, you know, it's probably a good thing that I know a few of the changes going into this. I know of a few things relating to Monk, Summoner, Dark Knight. I think that's it. Haven't seen all the concept art and stuff yet, I guess. Well, yeah, maybe. I haven't looked at any of the producer live letter things where they show off a few things. Maybe we'll look at that. I don't know if it's necessary. I also don't want to see too much of the expansion before it comes out because it's less than 3 weeks. Astro's getting a bunch of reworks. Well, let's... Oh, yeah, they are, aren't they? Because of the unusable card system. I know Dragoon is supposed to be getting changes, but I don't know to what extent. But the ones I know of is like actual changes. I know like this happened, this happened, this happened. We'll talk about it when it happens. So let's look at this. Hell yeah. New music. If this is the new battle theme, I'm totally okay with that. That sounds great. Sounds like a battle theme. Viper, my new main. Can't wait. Start us off with a limit break. Love it. Dragoon, okay. Yeah, this thing is getting reworked. At least to some extent. There's a jump. Another jump. Okay, I thought that was the fire dive. I thought that was getting removed. Spin, my boy. Hell yeah. Yep. Yep. That's absolutely new. I don't recognize that move at all, so that's absolutely new. Okay, Paladin. Gap closer. Okay. Yeah, the big combo. Oh. Is that a new step at the end? A Krieger. Yep. The dive. Was that a new gap closer? Warrior still just going unga bunga, just hitting everything. Okay. Oh, so it's Earthshaker from Dota 2 now. Okay, I see. Steroid Lion. Okay, what is that? This thing is different. Use the card for something. Okay. Used it on him and then one of him on him and then one on yourself. Okay. Four cards, 4 buffs. Is that an AoE? Dancer, huh? Buff. The environments in this look great. Like all of them. I like that little dance she did. That was fun. I don't know Dancer enough to like recognize all these. Like I know this part. This looks the same. Big finisher. Reaper! With one of the best pieces of art, like concept art in the entire game. Deadwoods? Yeah. So far, so good. Yep. Shroud, yep. Spamming the shit out of that target dummy. Big finisher, yep. Oh. That's new. Okay. Seems like there's a lot of finishers. There's maybe just a lot of big moves. What are they gonna do to Red Mage? I don't know what it is about Red Mage. I don't really vibe with it that much, but I feel like I know a good amount of the toolkit anyway, which is very weird. Okay, you have the melee combo, your 3 hits, and then you back away. Then you do your finisher, and then your second finisher. Yeah, exactly. And your third and fourth finish? What the hell was that? Flamethrower, yep. I haven't played that much Machinist comparatively to everything else. Saw blades, yep. Like, I've leveled all these things to 90, but, like, I don't know the animations by heart, really. Machinist is very fun, but I'm not that familiar with everything they have going on. Yeah. Getting the mech boy in there. Whoa, drones? What the hell is that? More drones? More drones? Jesus, okay. The machinist has been modernized. Now ninja. The after image, very cool. Oh. What the hell is this? Oh. Whoa. Cool. Yeah, here we go. My favorite healer. Ah, what am I doing? Hold on. I clicked the wrong thing, sorry. Here we go. My favorite healer. Show me some cool stuff. I really like the new artifact armor for Sage. Damn. Yes. If I remember correctly, they're adding an AoE dot for Sage, which I think sounds incredible. So that's gonna be super fun. I don't know if that's real. I feel like I've heard it said. I don't remember where. If it's real, I'll be so happy. Okay. Black Mage. The bane of many a player. That I kind of learned to play at like level 86, 87 and had a blast leveling the last few levels with. I have a new meter thing going on here behind my camera. This thing right here. Whatever that is. Boom. 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 Hey, nice. And that consumed the new resource. Viper. Looking cool. Whoa, the giant snake in the background. Okay. I'm covering one of their resources right here. So that's... Ah. Move me. There we go. Okay. Ooh, going fast. Okay. It's almost non-stop with the attacks. Like, you get a pause sometimes when you come out of the animation, but I feel like most of the time it's just going, just not stopping. Whew. Big buff. Jesus. Okay. Jesus. Sir. Hey! Is this thing not ending? What the hell? God damn. Okay. That was cool. That was really cool. White Mage! Minotaur. That's a huge flower on the ground. I'm guessing that's AoEing or something. That's not already in the game and I've missed it. That does happen. Whew. Damn. Angel wings? You have angel wings? Damn, okay. Big AoE attacks and healings going on there. Okay, monk. I heard they're whoa, okay, I have to move my camera again. Hold on. This is getting stupid. Can they pick one side, please? So I heard with monk they're removing the buff debuff dance. So there's a bunch of new stuff in here. Looks like the animations are roughly the same. I wish they would change a few of them because they feel a little stale, but outside of that, we have a whole new thing going on here. Ooh. Looking cool. Big smash. God damn. Very nice. Okay. Now for the biggest travesty in the game. Plunge is gone. Yep. There's the new gap closer. It does no damage. And Plunge, the major Berserk inspired move, is gone. Which makes me really sad. It's one of the most fun buttons to press in the entire game. You spin like 3 times in the air and slam your sword down. It's so satisfying. I'm again covering the markers, but it's the same meters we have in the game now, so you're not missing anything. Summoning a steam. AoE looks the same. That's new. Okay. Oh yeah, the bard has a guitar. Forgot about that. And they're still doing their dot thing, it looks like. What are these in the game now? These icons on the side here of the song gauge? They are, okay. A lot of big attacks going on. What the hell? Does he have a... What's it called? Does he have like a satellite with a giant beam on it in space? Like what? What the hell? That was cool. Summoner. Currently my favorite caster. I heard they're adding one new summon to this. I was hoping they would add more to the rotation where you would go into Ramu, Shiva, and Leviathan. Sadly, that's apparently not happening. I know a lot of people complain about Summoner being like the most boring caster, but I genuinely think it's very fun. I just wish they gave them more summons. Like, we are getting one more in here, but from what I've heard, it's not very inspired. Garuda! The Summoner artifact armor looks great. Looks very different. Okay. Yeah, that's a Bahamut form, but I'm not sure what it's called. 'Cause, 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 'cause I wish they would have just increased the length of the combo. Like if you do all 3 of them, then you go in for a second lap, you do Phoenix and then you get 3 new charges. You go in for a second lap and you get Shiva, Ramu, and Leviathan. I think that would have been better, personally. Samurai. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, do it again. Yes. Doesn't look that different. Now, are they gonna mess with the scholars this time as much as they did during Endwalker, or because they looked so boring in the Endwalker one? I hope they do something different. I'm sorry, are those angel wings? Hold on. Okay, wait. We're going back. Hold on. Did the entire armor changed? Goes from scholar gear to like angel-esque. Everything about this. They have a new thing up here as well. The new look of this. I'm just gonna hard pause that. It looks great. However, why are the angel stuff on the scholar and the almost fairy wings on the white mage? I feel like that's opposite day. That feels weird to me. It looks cool. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks great, but like, why are the angel wings on the scholar and the fairy wings on the white mage? It looks cool though. Picto! It will look hilarious on my character, most likely. Okay, here we go. Hold on. We're gonna do this right. Here we go. Fly me over here to the west side. Let's look at this. This has a lot of stuff going on here. 3 images, a thing with building up 5 times and then a meter. So, okay. Balloon, a hammer, and Starfall. Red, green, blue, and the blue adds to the bar. The blue added a dot, or a count right here, and the green and red seems to have added to this, right? No, the red did nothing. Green added. Maybe you combo all 3 of them and they add 1 dot and 25 to the meter. He did the balloon thing. It just drops a lot of balls. Okay. Painting wings. AoE, I'm assuming. Hammer. Okay. Range attacks. There go the wings. The Moogle. Paw? A paw, a jaw. What the hell is this? What's this? When she casts this... Oh, you're doing the balloon, the wings, and the paw. Then she did some... Like the jaw as the finisher, and this thing popped up? Maybe it's a buff of some sort? Cartoon ice, cartoon rocks, cartoon lightning. That's great. Is that... what the hell is that? Oh, that's that thing. That thing back here. She summons it right here. There you go. Huge beam, and then it disappears from behind here. Then a little nuke. What was that? Bam. This job looks really fun. I've no clue what Pictomancer is actually going to play like, but it looks so much fun. Like, I'm prepared to give up Summoner as my favorite caster for Realm Reborn. That's Realm spelt R-E-L-M. Goonbreaker. Oh, we fight these giant dudes? They have to be like 3 meters tall, right? Maybe more. Gunbreaker has so many things in its kit right away, so I feel like I never got a good grasp of how it plays, honestly. Nice. Just a lot of big explosions going on. That's super fun. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. Very cool. That was very fun. I'm very positively surprised by Picto in this little showcase here. That was super cool. Let's run this in the background. Because, like, as a huge fan of Final Fantasy VI, like, Realm inspired this job quite a bit. So, it makes me really happy to see it in here. And just the entire way the system, I was about to say, the job combos and like how it's unique traits. That's the word, traits. How the traits seem to work with the different bars and all this stuff. Like the giant hammer just looks super goofy and fun. So I'm just really excited to see how this feels to play. Because on paper it looks really fun. Getting a Moogle and like having really actually animated attacks, you know, it's very fun. And I wonder if the different combinations you do here give you a different result at the end, or if it doesn't really matter. But yeah, in general, I think this job surprised me a lot. Looks really good. My biggest negative of this is that they hurt my main boy. Where is it? Yeah, here. My biggest negative of this is that they hurt my main man. They took away our gap closer. The biggest Berserk reference we have. Look at that gap closer. That's weak. It just dashes forward. We lost plunge for that. Travesty. That's my biggest critique of this whole thing. We lost plunge. Sad day. A very sad day for the Dark Knights out there. I hope it stays in PvP though, because it's such an incredible looking move. What else? What else do we have in here? The Dragoon had a dope move at the end here. Yeah, that thing. This move is awesome, but then that move, like goddamn. We had some Red Mage had a few finishers that I was unfamiliar with. which looked very cool. I don't know if it's only one of them that's new or if it's two of them, but still, it's very neat. Sage, as always, looks very fun. Love the like new job armor for it. Looks really cool. And then, of course, let's rewatch the Viper, because god damn, the Viper was moving fast. And let's actually just move me out of the way before things get going, because I was moving my camera when it was mid-going earlier, so I didn't see everything. Okay, let's see here. You have a meter, and you have something you build up and spend, okay? A gap closer, love that. Okay, you built twice and then you spent it. Generator. Generator. Another generator. Oh, I see. Okay, so this giant spam are these 5 dots being spent. And they just spam the shit out of those moves. Very cool. White Mage had tiny little wings as well. I don't know if those are new or not. Don't look familiar to me, but again, I might just be missing out on a few attacks in this kit because I haven't played a lot of White Mage. But yeah, they had like a few wings there and look kind of neat. The Monk getting a whole new... The Monk getting a whole new system over here. Looks very nice. And hopefully getting rid of a lot of the buff, debuff stuff they have going on now, which I think is the least fun part of the job. So I hope that actually turns out to be real. Looks like there's a bunch of building and spending going on here, which is neat. Looks very nice. The Bard has a satellite which can shoot a giant beam from the moon or wherever it's located. Maybe they just open up Mare Elementorum and just nuke the planets. I don't know. Summoner had the new Bahamut form that I don't remember the name of. Solar Bahamut, maybe? Because I was going to call it Lunar Bahamut earlier, but that's a different thing. I think it might be Solar Bahamut. It's a little Persona 3-esque with Thanatos, with all the swords hanging behind it like this, which is kind of neat. But in general, I wish they would have just turned the combo longer after using Phoenix. Like you do Bahamut, Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Phoenix, and then Leviathan, Ramu, Shiva. I think that would have been neat. But we're getting this instead, so it is what it is. Maybe next time. I just want the core 6, you know? Because people are saying that Summoner is very simplistic and probably the easiest job to play, and I feel like if you give them more of that, it gives like it wouldn't make it harder, but like it would feel like you're doing a longer thing before the entire combo resets or the entire rotation resets. But yeah, in general, I think this was a very good Job Actions trailer. I had a lot of fun watching this. I was very surprised by Pictomancer specifically. Looks really fun. But yeah, on that note, YouTube, now you Twitch, you can stay. But YouTube, I am gonna say goodbye right there. Thank you all so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. I cannot wait to stream the launch of Dawntrail, man. It's gonna be a hoot. It's gonna be great. Gonna level Viper for the start of it, so we're not doing MSQ right away. So if people on YouTube want to come over and hang out, they can safely do their own MSQ while I just level the start. So I'm not gonna spoil shit for anyone. Well, on that note though, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, YouTube, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Yeah, that's YouTube taken care of. So I'll probably be putting these up there fairly shortly, like in a day or two. But yeah, I feel like I'm probably done for the night. I absolutely am done for the night because I start work at 7. Which means I have to wake up at 6. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. That was great. That was a fun time. Next stream will be when I get to 1500 Tomestones of Causality, and then we're doing the next Hildebrand parts. And the next weapon parts. Is there anything else left on the agenda of things to watch before the release? Where's my checklist? Here we go. Dawntrail content is done. We're gonna do... Okay. So left to stream is Manderville stuff, which we just talked about. The only thing left besides that are the rankings of like expansions and characters and stuff. And I feel like we can maybe do that next time I'm streaming when I'm done doing the Manderville quest for that patch. We can probably do the rankings right after that before we wrap. Outside of that, it's just Manderville stuff before the release of Dawntrail. We're so close. Less than 3 weeks. Can't wait. It's going to be great. Yeah. I'm done for the night. That's it. That's all. I'm going to go add my replica weapons to my glam box and then go to bed. Turn to the inn room. Retire to the inn room. My glam dresser is always full, which is a devastating way to live. But it is the way of things. Sadly. Perfect. Boop. Yeah. Very nice. So, that's a wrap for me for tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching all that stuff with me. That was really fun. Doze on bed? Why? That does not look comfortable in the slightest. On that note, we're done. We've watched a lot of things today. We once again went on for almost 6 hours. I don't know what's with me and starting a stream where I'm like, I can probably go for 2 hours and then have some free time over the rest of the day. But no, I always sacrifice almost an entire work day on my days off to stream. It's weird. It's probably unhealthy in some way as well, but you know, it is what it is. I just cannot stop once I start. Don't know what that is about. An unhealthy habit is what it is. But we are done for the day. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Take care.